If you want some FIFA 23 coins, please check out MMOXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use code REMA you can get yourself a 5% discount. What's up guys, my name's Ash, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we've got some 4222 custom tactics for the new update that's just been released. Now, I've already made a video on this new update saying why I don't like it, so if you guys want to check that out, be sure to click the link in the top right hand corner of the screen. But anyway, let's get right into our custom tactics for the new update guys. So for defensive style we like to use balance because again we like to press when we want to press, but you also want to be able to drop off when you want to drop off. Because EA increased the stamina drain that you have when you use pressure tactics, I don't really like using them that much, so I think balanced is better. But again, you can use press after possession loss or whatever, and that is absolutely fine. Now for width, I like to have this on 42 because this is a narrow formation, which means you do like to defend in a more narrow style, but having it on 42 gives me that nice width that I need. I did originally have this on like 40, but I think just increasing it by 2 gives you that extra width and makes it feel a little bit more natural. I don't know, but it's down to preference. Now for depth, I am using 72 at the moment, and the reason for this is there is like a bit of a glitch when it comes to 72 depth. You seem to get like more pressure, more reactions from your defenders when you have this 72 depth. So I suggest trying it out on 72. I'm really liking it because it does seem very overpowered and very good at getting the ball back. But again, if you don't like this, you can lower it down to like 60, 65 or whatever. But again, 72 gives you like this natural offside trap when you're defending. It's really cool. Now for offensive tactics guys, I like to have build-up play on balance because again, I don't like using fast build-up all the time because I think sometimes it can be too quick for your own good, so you might actually be too quick for yourself, and if you're playing against a decent player, they can sometimes predict this and you'll never keep the ball for long. Slow build-up's a little bit too slow, I don't really like that, so I think balanced is the best because you are able to mix up the styles whenever you choose to basically. Now for chance creation, as always guys, I say this every time, direct passing is the only option, okay? The reason for this is if you look at the diagram bottom right, it's the only one which makes the white dots move around. It's the only one which will actually make your players move properly to create chances. If you have this on balance, look, they don't move in the correct motions. So, having it on direct passing is by far the best one because you get the most movement and you'll find it easier to create chances. Now for attacking width, guys, I like to keep this on 37 because again, this is a narrow formation. I like to utilize it in that way. I don't want my players being super wide, so having this on 37 keeps my players nice and close together when I am attacking, and it allows me to utilize the most important part of the pitch, which is the middle. Now for players in box, guys, I like to have this on 7 because I do like to commit a lot of men into the box when I am attacking. Some people think this is too high, so again, you can lower it, but I like to have it on 7 because I like to create the most chances that I possibly can. Corners and free kicks, guys, I like to keep this on 2. This is down to preference because again, some people like having everyone in the box, some people don't like having anyone in the box, whatever. Corners and free kicks are down to preference. I just have these on 2. Now the players that you use are actually important to make this formation work. Most important are your 2 strikers. I think it's good to have those strikers that are able to make those runs and obviously have the speed to utilize the counter attacks and the through balls that are very strong in this game. Although I don't like this meta, if you do want to win games, it's just something you have to do unfortunately most of the time. So having somebody like Ronaldo, who is a lengthy striker, somebody with a high-low work rate, which means they're not too bothered about defending, they're always in those attacking positions that you need them to be in. Rafael Leao is like a medium-low player, but he's like a more technical player, if you will, so I like having one more technical player and one like out-and-out striker. Now your 2 cams, I actually suggest trying to get players with high work rates if possible, because when you are attacking, they have the best attacking AI out of any player in the game. They make the best movements, and when you are defending, that high work rate allows them to transition naturally back into your midfield, if you get what I'm saying. So when you do actually win the ball back, it's easier to transition from defense to attack because of that high defensive work rate. Now Chiesa has a medium work rate, but this actually works because it seems to be like a nice balance with Jota. Now for your 2 midfielders, it's important to have one out and out CDM. Mine being Patrick Vieira. This is a player that you want to stay back. The best work rate for this is medium high because again, you don't need them contributing to your attacks, but Vieira is a medium, but his stats obviously make up for that. Your other CDM needs to be more of a box-to-box player. Mine's Renato Sanchez, and the best players for this are players with a high work rate, players with very balanced stats, players that have good stamina, players that are able to transition from defense to attack and obviously get back when you lose the ball. That is important, very important actually. Now for your two fullbacks, I like to actually have more offensive fullbacks, but also fullbacks that can defend. So Hernandez and Hakimi, they're okay at defending, but they're also very good at attacking. You know, they have a high medium work rate, good dribbling, good passing, good shooting, which allows them to contribute on the attack when I need them to. And when you see the instructions, you're going to see why this is important. And obviously your two centre-backs need to be full meta, they need to be lengthy, so Varane and Kimpembe are also very good because they are very cheap as well. Make sure your defenders are quick, lengthy and good in this game, okay? It's very important. Now for player instructions, guys, on both of your strikers, I suggest having stay central and getting behind. The reason for this is you don't need them drifting out into the wings because you've got the two cams for that. You know, you want them to stay central in those striker positions, and getting behind doesn't always mean you have to play the ball in behind. It just gives you the best movement out of these players. I sometimes feel like if they're on balance, they don't really make the best movements possible. So getting behind definitely gets the best movements out of your strikers. So I think these are the best settings for them. Now for my left cam, I just have them on get into the box for cross because again, it doesn't mean I want to always cross the ball. It just gives them the best movement. So sometimes when you are attacking, these players will just transition into the box. So you can even make a short pass if you want to. It just gets them more involved and makes it easier to attack. It doesn't mean you want to cross the ball. Now with my right cam, my more technical cam, I've actually been experimenting with get into the box for cross, the same as the left cam, and free roam. Because Chiesa is my more technical player, I've been trying to give him more freedom in that role, you know, make these more extra movements to get more involved and to really disrupt my opponent's defense. Now if this isn't working, again, you can just change them to stick to position, but free roams I've noticed has given me a bit more creative freedom when going forward. But again, this is down to preference. If you just want to put them on stick to position because that works better, that is fine. Now for your stay back CDM, mine being Patrick Vieira, I suggest stay back while attacking and cover centre because again, you don't need this player to contribute to your attacks because that's not their job. They're good at breaking up the play, they're good at defending, and that is all you really need them to do. Also, having them on cover centre means they don't drift off into the wings because again, a lot of people like to play through the middle, so you need them to cover these central positions. And obviously you've got those cams to cover the wing positions. You don't need them to be there. Now for your more like box-to-box CDM, mine Renato Sanchez, I just have them on cover centre because again, you don't want them to stay back while attacking. You want them to be able to transition from defence to attack. So it's important you don't tell them to stay back while attacking. Now you're probably wondering why I don't have cut passing lanes on these two players, and it's because I don't want them to just cut passing lanes. Sometimes I want them to mark players, sometimes I want them to press players. So having them on balanced defence gives them the best, like gives you the best control over these players essentially. Now for my left fullback, guys, I have him on, I don't know why he's on stay back while attacking, he's meant to be on balance. My left fullback, I have him on balanced attack because again, I need that extra control when I am attacking. I need the extra options because obviously with the new patch, these Trivela shots and that aren't as effective. So having these extra attackers really helps you break down the drop back opponent. So having like your best attacking fullback on balanced attack gives you that extra width when you are going forward. It gives you the extra option. Now for your other fullback, I just suggest having them on stay back while attacking. This is because then you will always have those 3 players back and obviously your CDM, so you at least always have 4 players back. And if you do want to attack with them, you can obviously use the D-pad tactics or trigger a run with L1. But yeah, they are my custom tactics and player instructions, guys. I hope you guys find these useful. If you do, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you are notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.